first of all, congratulations on making it a group hire to Group 1.
All right.
Can you talk about your experience as a Davis Cup captain versus playing for the team?
Yes. Well, this is not my first time to being a captain on Davis Cup team, and of course I've been playing in the Davis Cup for more than 20 times. And I think what I can help the player and the team is from my experience, and it's always good to see a younger player to play for the country. And today I think it's a good day for our Thai Davis Cup team to get back to Zone Oceania Group 1 again.
And can you talk about each of the players on the team and what strengths they bring to the squad?
In each player?
Yeah.
Well, I think this round is the final round, and we have a great experienced player like our #1 player Danai Udomchok, which is he's being top 100 in the ATP ranking, and we have a great doubles team, the twin Somchat Sanchai Latiwat, and that's why we have a really good player to play on this round. And of course, to play against Pakistan today, Isam Kurashi, he's playing. His ranking is number 37 in the ATP World Ranking in doubles. So we have a tough opponent this round. But I think our player did well today.
Now, from Michael Chang winning the U9 French to Kei Nishikori's success last week, you're sort of in the middle of that. You made the top 10, and the idea of an Asian or an Asian-born male, making it to the elite ranks of tennis has sort of come up again in the press. With your work here in Thailand and throughout Asia, do you see more Asian male tennis players coming up the ranks like the three of you who've reached the top 10?
Well, I think first of all, I really happy to seeing Kei Nishikori, which is, of course, he's a Japanese player, but of course our Asian continent are really proud to seeing a great tennis player from Asia, and now he's breaking top 10. I think in the future we will see more, and of course if we look back 10-12 years ago, that time I'm still playing and I'm breaking top 10, and you can see it's take quite some time to seeing another great Asian male player. But I really believe that in the future every country in Southeast Asia or Asia will try to make more and more great Asian tennis player to play on the ATP circuit.
Kei decided to leave Japan to develop his career, but I understand you stayed here pretty much with your dad and your brother. What were the resources that were available to you when you were growing up as a player, and have those changed now? Well,
I think the difference between Kei that deciding to practicing in the US is great, because he will find a coach that he like, and to play a much more difficult tennis, and to seeing more player to hit with. But for me, I decided to stay in my country because my family is still here, and I would like to play the tournaments and then come back home, even it's quite far traveling to the Europe or US. But the both way, I think it's good. It's good in both ways. It really depends what player like to do. It's nothing which way is the best, but I think both ways work.
Out of curiosity, how did you do it? Because the climate here is like right now it's supposed to be rainy season, but it's almost like April. So.
Well, yes. To play on the tour, you almost traveling about 35 weeks a year, which is that's about 8 months. I think you not really spend time at home, and even sometimes raining season in the country. Most of the time I'm not here, so I always traveling to play tournaments. But it's always feel good to come home, to see friends, to see family, and refresh, and then go play tournaments again.
Here at home, well, actually, since your retirement, has Thai's interest in tennis continued to increase? Do you see more and more people picking up rackets even after you've left the court?
Yes, I would think so. I see a lot of young junior playing tennis now, and the big sport in Thailand is, of course, is soccer, and it can be golf, and it can be tennis, and it really depends on the parents what they want the kid to play. And here at the Thai Tennis Association, we have a great facility, having a tennis court, more than 10 court, and have a junior program here, and all the parents can bring their kid to join the program, and we'll pick and we'll see which kid is having a talent. I think this is how, and this is where it starts.
And do the kids live here on campus, I think?
It's not like a campus, but it's like a development program for the junior. We have almost every weekend having a tournament, like Saturday, Sunday. 10 years old, 12 years old, 14 and 16, to have them play the tournaments, to kind of get used to the atmosphere of playing a match, rather than just practicing for 4 weeks and then play tournaments 1 week. We try to have them play tournaments every week.
Do you still run your own academies as well?
I have my own academy at my hometown in Khon Kaen, which is Srichaphan Tennis Academy. It's more like a tennis school. That because that's my hometown, and that's why I put 6 tennis courts in my home, and having the kid who interested in play tennis to come to join and play. But if they're good, we'll send them to the capital, to Bangkok, to develop more skill.
I see. What are some of the challenges in bringing up Thai tennis players here?
Well, I think the challenge to build one great tennis player is really difficult, because it's a long-term commitment. It's a long-term commitment for the coach, for myself, and for the kid or the parents too. Because it's not like you win one match or win one tournament and you feel like you're already the best, because you always have to develop yourself, because tennis you have to play against other player. It is a difficult job, but for me now, I'm just happy to be on court to see the player want to develop the game.
You've been involved with many different types of activities since you retired,
yes.
And I'm trying to think, what is he still doing? So I'm just going to list them all. So you don't have a restaurant anymore?
Yes.
Oh.
No. Yeah.
But will you ever get back into food?
Well, it's something that I want to try to do. Not like trying to do, just maybe I want to have one. That's why I'm starting to have a restaurant. Actually, it's Italian restaurant with Thai food, some menu of Thai food. But it's been running for almost a year, and I found it's really difficult, and you really have to spend time at the restaurant. Because what happened is, for the first 3 months, I'm staying there until like 1 or 2 in the morning every day, because if I'm not there, then nobody wants to come. So that's why it's kind of, I have to be there all the time. So deciding to, like, all right, just try to do something else. And a lot of things happening in life.
So you should have cloned yourself. Golf.
Golf, yeah. For me, golf now is I don't want to say it's priority, but it is quite a half and half with tennis now. But I actually want to make another, I don't want to say history, but it is, even made it, to being a professional golfer. And I have a chance to play in the tournaments now, golf tournaments, professional golf tournaments now in Thailand, in the local tour. And I only play for 4 years now, but I really put time into it. Practice in the morning, practice in the afternoon. It's just like the same routine as I play in tennis. I have a expectation for myself in that too.
It seems like a lot of tennis players love golf. What is it about golf that you like compared to?
Well, I think golf you can play for a long time. You can have a longer career. You can play senior tour. For tennis, if you starting to turn 30 or 32, 33, you feel like you're a little slower than the 20 years old player. But for golf, the more you play, the more you have experience.
Becoming a monk.
Becoming a monk is really Thai culture. To all the male in Thailand have to being a monk. Yeah.
Politics?
I've done the politics. Yeah. I interested in everything actually. That's why I'm trying everything. It's not like trying. That's what I'm saying. It's taking the opportunity to experience it. And as you know, the political in Thailand is not really stable yet. And you never know. Maybe in the future I will try that again.
4 more. Acting.
Acting is really first thing that after tennis I not like jump into it, but it's just the producer asking me to do it, and the role that I play is I feel it's pretty comfy for me. It's more like a soldier in the past, like 300 years ago. Just yeah, I think it's a fun thing to do, and that's the only one, and a lot of hard work also to do the movie.
We could do another one?
Not really.
It is a lot of waiting around on the set.
Yeah.
Okay, health supplements.
Oh, health supplement. That's my company that called Magic Thai Herbs by Paradorn. Is building the men's product. It's a supplement which just make your body feel good, and it's been running for 6 years now, and it's still running good.
Men's underwear.
Men's underwear is, I know friends from Sweden, and we have one brand called Frigo, which I actually not really thinking about doing men's underwear, but that time is, I mean, why not? If you want to do business, you have to try on everything, but make sure you're not investing too much money on it, and if you're deciding to invest, then you have to be ready to lose that money or to gain that money.
I like that, diverse portfolio. And finally, motorbiking.
Motorbiking is something that I like a lot, and now I didn't do it anymore. I run into the accident quite many times, and finally I feel like, okay, I don't think I want to hurt myself, and find something to do. Finally, it's come to golf. That's why golf is pretty much in my life now.
I see. It's much safer.
Oh yes, it is.
Okay, great. Thank you, Paradorn.
All right, thank you.